Oh, I think this card wants to come out. All right, so how are you? It's Yasmin here, creator of Moonology. And I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to go online and do a card for the day. And I was thinking, you know, what do I need to tell you about the astrology of right now? And I was thinking, well, basically, we are now obviously well and truly, let's put the card down for a minute, it's right here, well and truly into the second half of 2025. And actually back in July, I did a workshop, a free workshop, which was all about the astrology of the second half of the year, because the first half of 2025 was really tumultuous. And so if the first half of the year was like boom, 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 boom for you, it's because all the big important planets, I mean, I shouldn't say important, but you know, the really big, slower moving planets were changing signs, and they don't change signs every day of the week, believe you me. And so we had a lot to contend with, a lot of new energies coming in, a lot of things to get used to. And so now what's happening is we're in the second half, obviously, of 2025. We're actually coming to the second half of the second half. And what we've got is we've got actually some of the planets like retrograde or about to go retrograde. We've almost got like, it's like, the analogy I used initially, quite early on, I remember it kind of came to me when I was doing a podcast or something. So I'm just trying to open up my Solarfire here. It was sort of like if you moved house, okay, so you pack up all your stuff and you move house, all right, and you get to your new house and you're like, oh my God, I've got all my suitcases, everything all ready, you know, ready to go, and, you know, new house, new life, and then here come the retrogrades, and suddenly everything's going backwards, and we're having like, it's like, oh, I left this thing at my old house, or oh, I have to move back to my old house for a bit, or the tenancy didn't work out, or the mortgage didn't work out, and I have to go back to the old place for a bit. So it's a bit like that at the moment, because we had Saturn and Neptune, for example, in Pisces for years and years, Saturn for 2 years and Neptune for many more years than 2 years. And then they moved into Aries, and we're like, okay, everything's different, starting the new life, here we go, let's get going. And then back retrograde, and oh, maybe that's not actually what I want to do. Maybe I don't want to live in this new house. Maybe I need to go back to my old house and decide where I actually want to live. So there is a sense of second chances. So I'm just checking I've still got the card, which I have. There's a sense of second chances, but also there's a sense of, you know, have you learned your lessons, for example? What do you still need to finish off? What have you not quite got closure on? You know, maybe you've made some mistakes this year. We all make mistakes. And, you know, this is a chance to make those mistakes right, to sort of express yourself and go, oh my God, I did this terrible thing. I'm really sorry. It was a really bad move, you know, and biggest mistake of my life, or whatever you want to say. Or maybe you kind of charged into something and you're thinking, oh no, what have I done? This is bad. This is not what I want. So it's all that sort of stuff. So we've got Neptune, Saturn and Neptune back in Pisces for their last hurrah. So that's really giving us a sense of what I'm talking about here. Plus we have Uranus, the planet of chaos, actually about to move back into the sign of Taurus. So it's in Gemini. It's going to move back into Taurus, where it's been for about 7 years. And so once that happens, we're going to have all these planets like back where they were. So it's like back to the future, back to the past, back to the future, back to the past. And, you know, where does that leave all of us? Well, that's a very good question. It leaves us kind of confused, a bit dazed, not really sure. Do I like that thing from my past? Do I want this? Have I moved on from that? Maybe I don't want that anymore. Maybe I like this new thing that I saw in my new house, but now I'm back in my old house. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, and I just want to say that if you would like to know more about this, okay, I do have a free workshop for you. It's about an hour long. When I say free, inverted commas free, it's free when you order my Moonology Diary 2026. It's actually the astrology of the second half of 2025. and it's free when you order this diary. And when you order this diary at the address I'm going to give you, when you order the diary, you will also, so you'll get the workshop now, the second half of 2025, in all of what I've just been saying, but in more detail and with more practical elements, things for you to work with, journal prompts, stuff like that. Probably I can't even remember what I did. I recorded it a few months ago. And you also will get access to my Kickstart 2026 workshop, which is the workshop I always do every January for everybody who buys my diary, and it will be all about the astrology of the year ahead. So either you can just put the words finish strong in the comments, finish strong, and that'll take you to a page where you can order the diary, buy the diary. If you've already got the diary, that's fine. There's a section down the bottom. You can take a photo of yourself with the diary, send it to us so we know you've got the diary, and we'll send you access to the free workshop. Otherwise you can just go to moonologydiary.com, moonologydiary.com. Okay, so with all that said, I have a card for us to do. It's from my Moonology messages deck, okay? So it's basically about boosting your intuition. Oh, I can see there Justine has put in finish strong. It will really help you navigate the end of the year. So that's great. Justine, go for it. Just put finish strong in the comments if you like the free workshop that comes. And then you get this amazing diary, which, by the way, I'm sorry, I'm digressing back to the diary, but it is really amazing. It's so helpful to people and even to me. All right, so what do we need to know about finishing strong? Ooh. Okay, so is this card for you? Is this card for you? It's information about what you need to know about finishing 2025 strong, okay? Is this card for you? If this card is for you, give this thing a like, this broadcast a like, or put this card is for me. Christina Anderson, you've just written strong. You need to write finish strong. It can be one word or two words, but you have to write finish strong. That's to get the invitation to buy the diary and get the free workshop. That's right, Paulette Boyd. Okay, here we go. Is this card for you? Because if it is, this is what you need to do in order, it's a pretty intense card, in order to finish the year strong, as well as obviously get the workshop. It is the shadow work card. So let's look it up. The shadow work card. Let's have a go. 104, page 104. Here we go. Are you ready? Okay, if you want to finish the year strong, get the diary for next year and you'll get the free workshop for the rest of this year and for next year. And you also need to face your dark side. Oof. Okay, in terms of your current situation, be honest. What part of you are you ashamed of? Okay. What is triggering you right now? It's funny because I think my new moon, my new dark moon cards, which are going to be out next year, I think they're intense, but this is actually quite intense. What is triggering you right now? These are some of the questions the universe and the moon would like you to ask yourself now. We all have a shadow side. And yours needs looking at when this card comes up. Your shadow is the part of you that you fear or are ashamed of and find hard to love. Until you learn to embrace your shadow, it can get in your way, and whatever blockage you're facing now almost certainly comes from the fact there is something you don't want to admit to yourself or someone else. Maybe you need to confess you're not as happy as you've been making out. Maybe someone else needs to let you know that. Maybe you've had one dark thought and it's impeded your progress. It's all good. Learning to love all parts of yourself is key here. The outcome you're chasing now lies on the other side of your fears. Okay, so the suggestions are: accept yourself, shadow and all. See your situation through loving eyes. Release a grudge you have against someone. Try shadow journaling for more insights into your question. Forgive yourself and love yourself. So there you go. There's a reason you are watching this. All right. Have a beautiful day. Lots of love.